What's going on, y'all? We got another game review for you today, and this one is different, and this one is cool, though. So today, we're going to talk about Return of the Obra Dinn. So as you can see, I got my Steam Deck here, and this one I played fully on the Steam Deck. Now, let me go ahead and say, I love this little device. It's still just like the greatest. As I said in one of the last videos, I've been traveling for work, so I got myself a couple new games. Return of the Obra Dinn, the game we're going to review here, being one of them. And let me tell you, this is the perfect platform for it. I think originally it had released only on Steam and only on Switch. That's where I thought that it still was. Apparently it's on everything now, but I played it on my Steam Deck, as I said. Let's see here. As you can see here, I played about 3.1 hours. And here's the other thing I want to show y'all on here. You see this art style, the kind of dotty, really classic, old black and white style, old kind of, shady graphics, and it's just, really pixelated. That is what this entire game looks like. But here's the thing. It's beautiful. It works perfectly for what this game is, and it's a really cool little game. So let's get into it. So the biggest thing with this game is it's a puzzle game, and it's slow. You got to be ready to think about this one. This is a game that I think that some people would say would be a notebook game. Now, I did not keep a notebook for this game, but a lot of that's because the game does, in-game, give you a notebook, and that's kind of what drives a bunch of what happens gameplay-wise in this game. So, there's this ship. It had disappeared, had been gone for years, and all of a sudden it shows back up in port. The ship is called the Obra Dinn, thus the Return of the Obra Dinn. And it's your job. You are an insurance investigator. So you got to go figure out what happened to the ship, what happened to the cargo on the ship, and what happened to the people that were on the ship. And that's what this game is trying to piece that back together. So pretty early on, you get onto the ship, and then you start looking around a little bit, and then you have this little rowboat guy that took you out there. It's like, hey, dude, what's going on here? Come get your stuff. And your stuff is a pocket watch with a skull on it, and then a notebook. The notebook is how you keep track of what you find. The pocket watch is how you go back in time to see how people died. And that's the really cool mechanic of this game. When you find a body, the stopwatch will freak out, and then you'll hit your button, and then it will take you to the moment that person died, the exact moment that person died, which is an important thing to consider. And then you have to put together, who is this person, how did they die, who killed them, if it was a person, so on and so forth. And that's the main bulk of the game. There, at the beginning of every scene, so anytime you find a new body, you use your pocket watch, you get a new scene. At the beginning of the scene, you're going to want to have your volume turned up. I made this mistake early on. You need your volume turned up because there will be some lines of dialogue, and then as you go into it, that is where you actually see the scene, and you can go all throughout the ship to see other people in the background and stuff like that. This is a really fun game. Like I said, played it about 3 hours. Steam Deck, perfect place to play it. If you got this on Switch, that would also be the perfect place to play it. Y'all got to go check this game out, though. It respects your time. It's a really neat little game, and it makes you think a little bit. Y'all have a good one.